Growing up in a Catholic family, we could never have meat on Fridays. So we would always have fish and chips. But you know what? I've always loved burgers. So when you put the two together, fish and a burger, delicious.
Happy days. I do love a fish burger.
I thought you would.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to start with some blue eye here, and I've put some flour into the bowl. We're going to crumb it. But one of the most important things is the secret sauce or salsa that goes with it. Now, I'm going to show you my secret recipe, but you're not allowed to show anyone else in the world, okay?
Understood.
Only you and I know this one.
Got
now,
it.
you've got blue eye here, and what I've done is taken the skin off, taken the bloodline and the bones out of it, so it's nice, clean flesh.
Yes.
And it's really important that you get to know a really good fishmonger.
Agree.
So you always buy fresh fish all the time. When it's fresh, it's the best. I mean, if you go out fishing, you can freeze it, that sort of thing, but fresh is always my favourite.
Fishing. We can talk about that later.
We love fishing. There we go. Now, some salt's on there and some pepper because salt loves fish and fish loves salt.
Wow, it's such a versatile saying, isn't it?
It is, it is. Well, fish is the meat of the sea, isn't it? So it would just make sense.
The chicken of the sea.
It would just make sense. Now, in this bowl here, I have some capers, I have some little cornichons, which are little baby gherkins that have been pickled, and some pickled onions. In they go.
Okay.
Now, I'm also going to add some herbs. We need some chives, freshly chopped chives.
Yeah.
In they go.
Yep.
Now, the other herb I like is dill.
Yes.
Finely chopped dill. In it goes like that.
Love it. I'm growing that in my garden if you want some.
Exactly. Some people call me dill.
I know, I was going to make the joke, but I thought I'll get Barb's this way and I'm not ready. What's this? What's this?
That is mayonnaise. Make sure you get every single bit of mayonnaise in there because it's the mayonnaise that binds everything together and makes it nice and delicious. Mustard. I'm using Dijon mustard. The best Dijon mustard you can afford is what you want, the whole lot in there.
Okay.
And, of course, some Tabasco sauce.
Yes.
3 or 4 dots with that. And the thing I love about Tabasco sauce, I always take the top off it.
Oh, wow. Are you okay? He's going to start sweating, friends. He's going to start sweating.
I love Tabasco sauce.
I'm so interested that you intentionally like to sweat. I'll go hard on the Tabasco.
Go as hard as you want, if you want. And then I've got some lovely pickles over there, some Australian pickles.
Yes.
If you can grab a tablespoon of that, put them in there, or pick them out with your fingers if you want, or even use a fork. I don't mind.
Use a spoon. That's okay, friend.
You can use a spoon as well. That's good. Pop that in there, and then I want you to mix it
Lovely.
around
I'll go a bit hard on this.
49 times, all right?
Clockwise.
It's really important. 49 times you've got to mix that around to make sure it's done properly. Now, while you're doing that, I'm going to crumb the fish. So I've got some eggs, 3 lovely Australian eggs.
Yes.
Really important. We use Australian eggs. I put the flour over this side. My little fishy fish goes over there. And then my breadcrumbs here.
Oh, yes.
I've got some lovely panko breadcrumbs. And to that, I add sesame seeds.
Oh.
I love the nutty sort of flavour of sesame seeds.
I'm assuming you've chosen, this is a cod. You haven't actually said the word cod, but blue-eye cod?
No. Cod is a different fish. Blue-eye, people say it's blue-eye cod, but it's actually blue-eye is one fish and cod is another fish. Don't be fooled by that one.
So are there bones in this is my question?
No, there's no bones. What I did is I cut down through the middle, removed the skin and took the bones out of it. If you've got a good fishmonger, you can ask them. They'll do it for you.
Because I'm thinking this is great for children.
Yes.
Fish fingers is a great meal for kids. If you can make it at home, it's even better because you can control what's going in terms of salt and things. But the sesame seeds, you're trying to get them in kids' diet before the age of 1, ideally. So this is a nice way to do it. I'm just putting everything together for you.
I just love the flavour of sesame seeds. They look really nice and I love how sesame seeds make it look really good.
These are great for kids. I love this.
Even big kids like me love fish fingers. And this little job here of crumbing the fish like this is one of my favourite things in the entire world.
Oh, wow.
And you notice instead of, getting your fingers dirty...
Yes,
I'm
keep stirring so I look busy.
Now, I was counting, you only got to 23. Yes. So this will slide out of the way here like that. I'll rub my fingers together and then we go into the breadcrumbs. So make sure we cover the fish with some
the egg,
yolk.
because you want it to stick?
Exactly, and that's why we put the flour on it. The flour on the fish helps the egg to stick to the outside of it, and then once you've got the egg on there, then you know the rest of it will stick. Now, what I'm going to do is throw this into the oil that's right here. It's at a nice, gentle temperature, so it's going to cook nice and slowly. We'll let this simmer away. You can see that's coming up beautifully. We'll crumb the rest of these, pop them into here, and I'll show you how to put it all together. You'll love this one.
I will.
Okay, Preeya, cooked to perfection, nice and golden brown. Look at that.
This, I could stop here, but I'm excited where this is going.
This is going to a good place.
Could you potentially bake this? That's the only thing I'm thinking with this.
Well, there's a little tip, and this is something I've done before with chicken. You can do the same with fish. Instead of using egg and flour, what you would do is put in some yogurt, some natural yogurt, not sweet yogurt,
yes,
and then into some breadcrumbs.
Yep.
I spray it with a bit of oil and then put it into the oven on a rack.
Okay.
So you get a similar sort of crispy flavour without having to deep fry it.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with deep frying anyway. Deep frying makes everything delicious. Okay. Now, we've got everything ready to go here. We'll let them cool down for just 3 seconds. A little bit of the sauce on the bottom. And this is very, very important that you get this order right. Some sauce on the bottom and smear it around on the bottom so it covers it. Where are you going with that?
Sorry, yeah, I do want more sauce. I was going to request that. Sorry.
There we go. Now, I've also got some fish fingers here. I'm going to put 2 on there, on each one there like that.
I love this.
Here we go. 2 like that.
And the sesame seeds, I like it. Adds a bit of texture, but it just looks super cute.
It looks nice and pretty, doesn't it? There we go. You'll see.
Oh, more sauce, yes.
Now you know what I'm
like
doing.
that,
And we
yeah.
still haven't finished with the sauce yet.
Okay.
Make sure we've got plenty of that on there. That's what sort of carries a flavour and gives you the savoury flavour. And then for some greenery, which is, what do you call it, rainbows or something?
I
Or
like
some green
this.
stuff
Rocket,
on top?
I'm loving it. Bit of pepperiness.
Exactly. On the top like that. And I would serve it up like this on a plate. Lots of green coming out of it, all crazy, crazy. And then pop the lemon on the side there, and then I'll grab some more rocket over here because we need to try one. This is what I call the chef special, the tasting one, because you make one for the guests and you make one for yourself.
And I think you should cut that slightly unevenly so I have a bit more.
Really? Okay.
Yes, I like this one.
In my house, I had my brother and I growing up, it was always one cuts and the other one picks.
chooses. Yeah.
Look at that. That is delicious.
Oh.
The fish cooked all the way through. I reckon just weigh it up with my hand. That one's yours. That's the bigger one.
Oh, thanks, Richard.
We've got lots of flavour in there. It's cooked beautifully. We've got those beautiful flakes of fish, nice and white. Lots of sauce. I think you need a lot of sauce because to soak up the bread. Sometimes the bread can be a little bit dry, so that sauce sort of coats everything.
I've gone to a very happy place. This is sensational. That sauce is amazing. The only thing I would do is probably bake that, but honestly, this is phenomenal.
Thank you very, very much. I think it's a cracking one. Nice and easy. It's fun food. Anyone can do it. Fish fingers, give it a go.